Dark Souls Remastered. In the last episode, we killed the gaping dragon. Yes. That was fun. In this episode, we're gonna be, heading down to an area called New Londo Ruins. Which we've actually been through before. I've just never really done anything with it. But we're gonna head down there anyways. So, yeah, very nice and fun. So, also if you're wondering why I have certain items that I didn't have before, and I'm a little bit more leveled up, and I don't have many souls, the explanation is, I just recorded a bonus episode for the end of the series. And I had to use this character at this time period. So, yeah, you'll see that after we fight the final boss, most likely. Unless I make another episode with it. Either way, we have to come over here. To New Londo Ruins, which is great. This is one of my least favorite areas, and it's not because of there are technically you can split this area into half, right? The first half is the water/goat zone, and the second half is the no water, the dry and dark wraith zone. And you'll understand what I mean when we finally go through this area. We're gonna put on an item called Transient Curse. This is an item that allows us to hit ghosts. And guess what I mean? Yes, actual ghosts. That is an enemy that is around here that you will be fighting a lot. Or like, what are the chances I get it on my second try? You'll be fighting a lot of those guys. Also, they have a chance to drop the Jagged Ghost Blade, which allows you to hit them without the Transient Curse. So, yeah. Transient Curse lasts for like 5-10 minutes or something like that. It's like really good. And the Jagged Ghost Blade is extremely rare. That's why it was like that. I still have never gotten it. And this is the first time I've ever gotten the weapon. Yeah, no, it's really rare. Either way, we one-shot these ghosts. But without Transient Curse, you cannot hit them, and I believe the only way you can hit them is with Transient Curse on, hitting them with a weapon that allows you to hit ghosts, like the Jagged Blade, for example. Or I believe any type of divine weapon will allow you to also hit them. That might be wrong, and I will accept full, like, understanding if it is wrong, because I don't really. I don't hate this area. It's just that I, don't know a lot about these ghosts. But I could say there's a lot of stuff around here, so that's pretty nice. And we're actually coming up right toward the close end of part 1 of 2 of this area. Because the first half's pretty small. Pretty small in comparison to the rest, and in fact, yeah, there's also another type of ghost. It's the screeching one, or really it's a female ghost. They scream, and that's the best I know about them. They can also drop a weapon. It's not the Jagged Blade. It's another type of like dagger thing that I don't know the name of. So that's fun. Get down here for a shortcut that doesn't look like a shortcut, but is. And that's fun. I don't know why, but things in this game don't always look like they are supposed to. And then run over here. Come over here and welcome to the area which I call, or used to call, hell. It's actually pretty easy now. Walk over here and well, swing. If you come and do this early and try to come and do this without Transient Curses, well, good luck, because you won't actually be able to. This area is so unforgiving with that, well, yeah, no, you definitely won't be able to do anything here. Because A, my physical defense is like 3 billion, and B, I killed them in one shot. They're really not that much of a problem. They also have a chance to drop Transient Curses, and if you're wondering. Climb up here for the big nasty daddy issues. We missed a ghost, apparently. I actually didn't know that we did. I mean, it's fine that we did. They will knock you down that, that pathway. They're also, like, really unforgiving with that whole thing. But they are on, like, a, like, an area thing. If you walk out a certain area, they will stop. So meet this guy. If you come here early and they come here and... Because you can actually do this part of the game as soon as you come out of the gate. Yeah, no, this is... He won't give you the key to the seal, which means you'll have to kill him. Also, he breaks curse, if you're wondering. He doesn't really do much other than that. So, let's kill him. Killing him will instantly give you the key, which means if you're trying to do this area early, just kill him. And everything will be fine, and all that jazz. Either way, once he's dead, there's really not much else in this big manor that you're going to want. There's like a soul that's over here. Not over here, but up there. But other than that, there's really not much here that you should need to worry about. Come over here. I believe this is Titanite shards. I mean, I'm not wrong. I didn't specify, so I can't be wrong. Yeah, no, that's really it. There's really not much for this first half, and we're actually coming up among the end here. Because if you come over here, open this door, you need to get the key to the seal to open this. And then twist this bad boy open. This leads to the opening of a gate, which we've seen before, but I never really paid attention to. This opens a gateway to the Valley of Drakes, meaning all of the water that's in here, or the majority of the water that's here, is now drained, meaning, well, we can explore now the bottom area, which is nice. That's really it. And yeah, no, we are actually going to take off the Havel ring now. Now, it's a good question if you're wondering why. I'm going to be putting on the Covenant of Artorias, and I'll explain why a little bit later, but just for now, understand that, well, for us to be able to go through this next area, we need that on. Alright, good, I can wear the helmet, I believe. Yes. I think only slightly, though. Yeah, that works. And I'll explain more why when we actually need to explain it. And the only reason that I'm not immediately going to do that other thing is because, guess what? I'm immediately going to a thing that is mandatory. Is because there is an ember around here that I'd like to pick up and show you guys. Because you might not actually know how to get this ember, and I wanted to show it to you. These guys can drop Titanite chunks, and they can drop slabs. They also have a chance to drop the infamous item called Dark Hand. They have no way of dropping their armor, nor can they drop their weapon. That is a Covenant item which you get for, well, doing something later. I'll explain more when we actually get there. So welcome to this area. This is the area that holds the, that holds that other ember that I was talking about. It's just hidden behind this monstrosity. It's actually really easy to just run up to get. You have to run up to this right entrance, because the left entrance is an elevator to, well, an area we've been to before. There are dark wraiths and them around here, so watch out for that. Come over to the right and follow this path until you find... Give it a second, hold on. Until you find stairs. If you climb up the stairs, and then immediately when this comes up, go backwards, you will be able to open a chest which leads to a very large ember. This ember allows you to level up anything that's plus 10 to plus 15. Yes, the max for weapons in this game, with the highest The farthest you can get a weapon is plus 15 in this game. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why. But it is that simple. So now we're really just going to be done with this area. There's really not much else I want to do here, and in fact, the majority of the stuff around here is pretty useless. You're welcome to explore this area. There are plenty of souls, but for me, I'm not going to. Once you drain the water and go through this fog wall, do note, ghosts can come through here. Just run all the way to the bottom. This right here is the reason why I put on the Covenant of Artorias ring. Because if you put it on, it allows you to walk on, well, Abyss. And guess what? Yeah, you're going to be asking that in a second. Hold on. If you walk forward, allowing yourself to drop down all the way down to the ground, you'll notice we'll land in the Abyss. If you do not have this ring on, you will immediately die. And that's no joke either. You will immediately die. And welcome to the Four Kings fight. A very lovely boss to fight. E4 Sports is one of those bosses that I think is definitely something else. Four Kings fight is actually more than 4 kings. It is exactly 8 or 9 kings, depending on how you fight the boss. Yeah, no, so currently there is actually a 4th king, or a 2nd king already, that we are going to attempt to ignore here. And we are going to do that pretty much successfully. So killing one of them immediately gets rid of them. However, you can also hit them when they're dying in an animation, if you're wondering. However, there's more of them. They're going to spawn until, well, they're dead. And once they are dead, then they won't continue to spawn, because that's how these kind of things work. They have about, I think, like 3,000 health or something. And each one of them is pretty... They're all the same enemy. They're just, you know, multiple of them. And if you can't kill them fast enough, you have to deal with multiple at a time. And there is this weird thing. It's not like a glitch or anything, but there is a weird little thing where if you do not, I think it's like look at another 4 king, he will not attack you. Meaning, well, you can just kill one of them. But once you've killed one and, you know, you have to wait for another one to respawn, don't worry, it's not like a glitch or anything. It just means that you have to wait. In total, this boss can be really easy, or it can be really hard. It's dependent on how much damage you can do. Not how much damage that you can take. With the death of them, you get a nice fat cutscene. And you get to get a bonfire in this. Now, you might be wondering what covenant I was talking about earlier. Well, if you fight this boss before you put the Lord Vessel down for Frampt, and you kill this boss, another serpent will spawn. I don't know his name. I think it's like Kath or something like that. He will allow you to join the Dark Wraith Covenant, but you'll have to put down the Lord Vessel for him or do a special little glitch thing. He is definitely something you don't want to be using if you aren't a PvP guy. That's the best I got. Either way, let's level up. And with that, that's the last Lord Soul we're going to ever need. In fact, if I want to, right now, we could beat the game. We have a total of 5 bosses left. 1 being the final boss, 4 being the DLC. We have waited plenty of episodes for this moment, and, well, it's been a long time running. So let's go put this final soul, the soul of the 4 kings, to rest. Soul of one of the four kings who fell to the dark. A fragment of a Lord Soul discovered at the dawn of Age of Fire. Lord Gwyn recognized the foresight of these four great leaders of New Londo and granted them their ranks and the fragment of a grand soul. Although this is not a full Lord Soul, it will satire the Lord Vessel. So Lord Gwyn gave these people some of their soul. However, there was a fourth and final guy who got a fire thing. Also, they just go right through the ceiling. Like, it's every time. If you remember from a while ago, from the very beginning cutscene, it talked about Nito, the Daughters of Chaos, Gwyn, and a pygmy. That pygmy is the DLC. Either way, let's offer the final soul to the Lord Vessel, making the final sacrifice. And with that, we open the realm to Gwyn. And we could end it right now, ignoring anything that we've done up to this point. However, we still have plenty more to do. So let's sit down at this bonfire, get our 20 Estus flasks. Yes, 20. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. In the next episode, we'll be dealing with the DLC. The beginning of it, not all of it. So, I'll see you guys then. Peace.